I'm Eli, and who is your favourite member of staff at Exeter?
Oh, can't say that. And that's like asking who your favourite child is. I think all the staff are brilliant. I can't pick anyone out, so I'll say all the staff are fantastic. They work extremely hard. It's not easy. When you work in football, you have to work a lot of long hours, but I think we all love the game, we love the job, but I can't pick anyone out, sorry.
I'm Fritzy, and how many red cards have you got?
Too many. I think it was 14 in my career. 14. Yeah, but Sergio Ramos, who was an amazing defender, has had more, so I don't know if that puts me in a good light or a bad light. So he's had about 20 odd. So if you want to defend, you occasionally might have to get sent off.
He's the goalkeeper, so...
Yeah, you'll be alright, you stay on the pitch.
I'm Dylan, and who's your favourite footballer?
Dylan, who's my favourite footballer? That's a good... When I was growing up, my favourite footballer was Roy Keane. When he was at Manchester United. He was... I supported Celtic and Manchester United, and he was the best midfield player in the Premier League. Like, who's he like now? Maybe not as good as De Bruyne, but a similar kind of player who drove the team and done everything for the team, captain of the team, and he was somebody I looked up to. In terms of now, at the moment, I would say John Stones, is someone that I kind of admire at the moment. He's a player with great quality, but he's a player that the last few seasons has shown how adaptable he is, and he's been playing different positions, and he's somebody I think that plays with real bravery, not in a sense of tackling, but bravery to get on the ball, bravery to pass the ball under pressure. So he's probably a current player that I really admire.
My name is Shia, and what's your best advice for us?
Best advice would be work hard. Work hard every single day, but enjoy working hard. So working hard for me is a skill. It's not something that you're born with. It's something that you can develop and learn as you grow up and get older, and you have to enjoy working hard. You should never see this profession as a job. You should see it as something you love. And at times there'll be moments where it is hard work and it's not easy, but you have to enjoy those moments. So you have to enjoy the feeling of working hard.
My name is Dara. What was the best team you played against while managing?
The best team I've played against?
While managing.
While managing? Well, I always said I would never bring this game up again, but Ipswich last season was probably the one game where I've been managing where I felt like the opposition just totally outplayed us in every department. They were more aggressive, they were up for the game, they obviously needed to win for promotion, they had quality, they had speed, and we just, after about half an hour, we were 4 or 5-0 down, and me and the staff at the side just looked at each other, and there was nothing we could do to stop them. They were just a really, really good team playing well, so I'd say Ipswich last season.
I'm Jake Benson. Would you rather save a winning penalty or score a winning penalty in a Champions League final?
Score. Always scoring. It's the best feeling in football to score a goal. It's why you work hard every day. It's why you play the game, is to score goals and to win the game. So that feeling of scoring, when Reece Cole scored against Reading in the last minute, and you know you're pretty much going to win the game, there's no better feeling than that. So definitely scoring.
My name is Jackson, and who's the best player you've played with in your career?
Best player I've played with, I'd say probably Sean Maloney, who's Wigan manager now and a good friend of mine. I played with him at Celtic, with Scotland, under 21s, first team, and with Wigan, and he was a brilliant technical footballer, but not only that, he wasn't the biggest player. He was quite small, but he worked extremely hard to be in the best physical condition he could be. He was quick, he was strong, and he was a brilliant teammate. He was somebody that even in difficult moments, for a technical player, he always worked hard for the team, and he could produce brilliant moments to score goals. He scored a winner against Man United for Wigan, the only time Wigan have ever beat Man United. He scored numerous free kicks throughout his career, so I'd say Sean Maloney.
My name is Jason. Who's the toughest striker you've played against?
The toughest striker. Well, I've been fortunate that I've played against, for me, in the period that I played, the very best players in the world. I've played against Messi, I've played against Cristiano Ronaldo, Drogba, Neymar when he was, I think he was about 16 and he was still amazing. So I've played against them all, and they're all in different ways challenging. But the toughest game I ever had was against a number 9 called Steve Torpey. Do you know who he is? No. So he played for Scunthorpe when I was on loan at Darlington in League 2, and I was 17. It was my second game as a professional player, and he battered me for 90 minutes. He was 6'4". They just kept hanging the ball above my head. He won every header. We got 2 players sent off, but we lost the game 7-1, and it was the hardest game of my life. But I learned so much from that game that 10, 15 years later, when I played against Didier Drogba, I had skills that I could try and stop Didier Drogba. It was pretty impossible at times, but I could try. But that was the one game where I was a young boy and I genuinely didn't know what to do. I was fortunate that I had good coaches and I learned those lessons, and later on when I played those top players, I knew what to do. I just couldn't do it at times, and they were very, very good and they could still score, but I felt like I knew what I had to do to try and stop them.
My name's Remy, and what's your favourite team you've played against?
Favourite team I've played against? They're not my favourite team, so if Scottish people are watching this, they better not take this the wrong way, but the best team in terms of the game that I've ever played is the Old Firm Celtic v Rangers. So Rangers are definitely not my favourite team. They're my least favourite team, but in terms of a game and playing against them, it was an incredible football game with 60,000 people. The atmosphere was incredible. It was your biggest rivals. You had to win. The pressure was huge every game. So that was my favourite game that I played in.
Okay. My name is Rupert, and if you're an attacking midfielder, what would your advice be?
Oh, no.
Good question, that. Really good question. Favourite Scottish centre-back ever? Who is it? I'd say probably the best Scottish centre-back pairing ever, even although they didn't play for Scotland a lot together, would be Willie Miller and Alec McLeish, who played for Aberdeen many, many years ago. And it was at a time when Scotland had a lot of good players, and Alan Hansen played for Scotland in different centre-halves, but I think probably the best Scottish centre-back pairing would be Willie Miller and Alec McLeish.
Last one.
Yeah. My name is Rupert, and if you're an attacking midfielder, what would your advice be?
Well, I've never been an attacking midfielder, so I don't know what that feels like. But my advice for attacking midfielder, so apart from work hard, so that's the first thing, you have to work hard. The second thing would be awareness and scanning. So for an attacking midfielder in the modern game, if you think of De Bruyne, you look at Xavi and Iniesta, who are probably a wee bit before your time, but they were amazing at scanning and looking around them before they received the ball. So knowing what the picture is around you before you receive the ball for an attacking midfielder is really important, because then you can make a good decision, whether that's to dribble, to pass, to shoot, but you need to know what's round about you, so you have to scan, you have to constantly move your head to be a good attacking midfield player. Very good question. That if you don't make it as football players, you would be very good working in the media.
You're trying to replace Craig already?
Yeah. So if your career doesn't, there's succession planning at this club in the media as well if you need it. Thank you.